Good evening, I'm Colin Crackle.
And I'm Shelby Wood. Tonight on XNN News we've got details of the upcoming City Council meeting in Poplar Bluff on Tuesday, July 5th at 7 p.m. Colin?
Yes, for the past week, the Open Access Petition Group has been rallying support for their cause and getting quite a bit of traction. The group has released a number of humorous videos that helped explain their message and motivate their supporters to turn out for the upcoming meeting on Tuesday evening.
We heard from one of the petition coordinators, Barbara Rexroth, earlier today, who stated she had made phone calls to people who had signed the petition for open access and gotten a great response and anticipates a good turnout from the group.
We'll be back after these messages. Okay, we're out.
Colin, have you confirmed the report about the city manager's meeting earlier this week? Can we be sure that they are trying to crowd the room and squeeze out citizens at the upcoming meeting?
I've confirmed from two sources, but both have requested to remain anonymous for fear of retaliation. One of the sources is an employee of the city. Did you confirm that letter was actually sent to all the managers and directors of each department?
Yes. Open Access Petition Coordinator Jeffrey Connell received a fax from the city manager stating they would not allow the group to be put on the agenda. But strangely, that letter listed carbon copies sent to every manager and director of the city, from the art museum, to parks and recreation, and to both the police and fire chiefs. I called Mr. Becker from CMO.net. He confirmed that other letters received over the past year have never been copied to any of these departments.
I have checked the past agendas for the first meeting in July 2010 and July 2009. There were no department manager reports at those meetings. We will gain more insight when the agenda for this meeting is finally released.
But even with all of this, we still cannot report it.
I agree. I have spoken to many business owners who privately support open access but publicly will not take a stand on this issue for fear of retaliation by the city. I've actually found very few people who do not fully support open access, including city employees.
At first I could not understand why the Chamber of Commerce wasn't out beating the drum of open access. This is classic government versus small business.
This is in the wheelhouse of the Chamber. Open access is very important for local jobs and local businesses.
The more I hear, the less surprised I become that the Chamber has remained quiet. It is odd that so many fear their city leaders.
One of my sources reported that the city manager told his directors he wanted the names of any city employees asked to attend but do not show up.
I just cannot believe that the city would try to fill the council chamber seats with employees, to limit the number of seats available for their own citizens. I hope we get this story nailed down and scoop the other news outlets.
There is definitely a story here. Let's stay on it. In sports tonight, the All-Star Game heats up as players' names have been released for the fan-favorite Home Run Derby.